Libra, welcome to Told as Love. What is going on here? Welcome to Told as Love. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, whatever. Or if you have heavy Libra in your chart, this is how I am. Yeah, whatever. Nothing's ever a big deal in Megan's world. If this is your first time here, yeah, I'm weird like this all the time. If you're returning, thanks for putting up with my weirdness, Libra. Okay, all right, Libra. Pre-message I have for you, Libra, I think has more to do with the fact that I am doing my readings totally out of order. I've already done the Gemini Cancer cusp reading, which would bring me into doing the water signs, but I still hadn't done Libra. So I was wondering, like, maybe there's a Libra out there who feels like they've been forgotten or is in like last place, or don't worry, Libra, I didn't forget about you. I know you're there, Libra. All right, so I've started to incorporate my index cards, my index card deck into the reading. So let's start with a couple of those. Libra, I don't have any in my chart. So any feedback, likes, excuse me, comments, emails, I really appreciate it. It helps me feel confident about what I'm seeing and saying for signs where I don't have any of that sign in my chart. If this doesn't resonate, check out the other signs in your chart. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can email me at toldaslovetarot@gmail.com and we will set something up. All right, Libra, let's see what we got for you. Attracted to hardworking, blue collar, could be you. Con person. They, I, you know better. So someone could have, especially with this con person thing, someone may have duped another person and I feel like they knew better. You make my blood boil. I've never been in love. Why do I feel like someone got duped here? Really duped. They were conned into thinking that someone was attracted to them, when really, like, you Libra, or they weren't your type. I feel like, all right, there's something here about like someone not actually ever having been in love before and not really knowing what love feels like. And I think that they have hurt people and upset people, and they know better. They know what they're doing. And a chunk of it is because they've never been in love before. And for whatever reason, I just thought even self-love, like they've never loved themselves before. This just flipped out. Casual, not committing, multiple partners, polyamory. Maybe someone's into having like a relationship with more than one person. So we'll just put these over her. I've used these for some friends and so far it's been pretty spot on. So I felt comfortable and ready to include them in my signs readings. So Libra, if it resonates, please let me know. I hope you're happy, healthy, and well wherever you're at. Let's get it going. Happy Aries season. It just began like earlier this week. So what do we got here? 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Swords. So 7, 8, 8 of Swords reversed, 4 of Cups reversed. Well, these aren't very nice. And this, I think, goes hand in hand with this story. I feel like someone came in and like took someone's breath away, or like I feel like I'm looking at a heartbreaker, or I'm dealing with a heartbreaker, someone who wounds other people, and it's a chunk of it is because they themselves are wounded and they've never loved themselves. Cancer reversed, Four of Swords reversed. There are a lot of sad looking cards here to me. Cards of someone feeling very in their head and wondering what's going to happen next, what's going to be said next. I feel like someone here had their heart broken, like seriously broken, and it put them very much in their head, or they've been very much in their head about, I'm hearing how this happened. How did this happen? I feel like someone wanted to love you, Libra, or you wanted to love someone else, and they weren't being truthful or honest with you, and I feel like there's someone here who has their own back and their own best interest in mind at all times. They can come across as being very alluring, very mysterious, fascinating, powerful, beautiful to look at. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that the creature I'm describing is still a wolf. It could still kill you. It could still hurt you. It's like someone here is good for things at afar. Casual, not committing. Maybe they rather focus on work, or someone just focuses on work and not committing, and they have multiple partners, and from afar they are charming, alluring, attractive, intelligent, pleasing to watch, just watching what they do and how they go about things. Strong. But at the end of the day, at their core, they are a killer, a heartbreaker, a wolf. Maybe someone prefers to be on their own and like singular and doing things on their own. I feel like someone here has had their heart broken, or maybe they were conned or duped, and they are like in their head about what they could have done differently. Why did this happen? How did I mess this up? But I don't think it's anything that could have been done differently, because this person is just a lone wolf. They're attractive. They're good at hunting. They're good at what they do. They're so cute and cuddly looking, but if you get too close and they don't like you or know you, they're gonna bite your arm off and they're gonna hurt you. And I feel like this is what's going on here at Libra. Either you to them, or someone did this to you. And I think it's in this person's nature. They just prefer to, it's like they almost prefer to carry their own wounds. I'm seeing like from that movie, what is it? The Da Vinci Code. The monk, wow, the Four Cups came out again. Like that religious figure who used to hurt himself to like appease God, but it's like someone's carrying their burdens here because they think it makes them, they think it makes their character, they think it's part of who they are. And I feel like they may have been victorious with it. They may appear like they're being victorious, but this person could be very like mentally messed up. That's the only way to put it. This is either you or them, mentally messed up and going around and mentally messing up other people. It's like someone gets some sort of satisfaction over manipulating other people. They have people offering their love to them and showing I love you and like I care for you, and they don't accept it. This is this person, and still this story. Maybe this person, someone here just prefers to worry about themselves, be non-committal, have multiple partners, not get involved with anybody. And I think they know damn well what they're doing. Like, they've hurt people. And it's like, they don't care. It's like they don't fucking care. It's just all about them and their coin and their stability at the end of the day. This is a very messed up, wounded person, Libra. And like, it's not our faults. It's not anything we can do. But at the same time, no one needs to accept being someone's freaking cushion for needles, and no one should be walking on pins and needle or like eggshells. This is that just casual card. I'll blow your back out, but don't think we're gonna start dating because I'm not interested. I feel like someone here knew better. They knew better than what happened here. And I feel like someone really got hurt. I got the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. The Queen of Swords, air energy, the 3 of Swords, reversed. There's a lot of air energy here. You could have been dealing with another air sign, another Libra, or an Aquarius, or a Gemini. Or you could have those in your chart, Libra, or like heavy Libra. But I do think that someone here, I feel like was taken advantage of, and they were taken advantage by someone who has their own effing issues going on. And it's part of why they don't commit to anybody, because they've never been in love and they're a con person. It's like they knew you had feelings, or however it resonates. Someone here knew there were feelings involved and they just didn't give a shit. They did whatever they needed to do to get what they wanted, and then were like, well, you know, I don't even really think this is what I want. I don't think this is what I want. And they ended it. This is also Scorpio energy. Ended it. They changed things. Someone could have lied and said they had changed, and they really haven't. But that Scorpio card too goes hand in hand with someone who was able, or with you, Libra, however it resonates, someone had casual sex and was like, is okay with and happy with having casual, non-emotional connections. Once the emotions start to come around or start to appear, or it appears like someone is getting too emotional and too involved, this person dips. You know, I wasn't gonna stay here forever. I gotta get going. And it's like, what? Wow, sneaky motherfucker. Someone is like this. They hold on to their money. They could lie about their money. They could lie about how much money they have to get other people to pay for them. But this person is like this. They are a sneaky, lying mofo. Libra, if this is you, you suck. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It's like someone trying to steal money or squirrel money away, or just see how much money someone would be able to spend on them and they wouldn't have to do anything. The Sun card, that's Leo energy, followed by the King of Wands, followed by the Empress, followed by Temperance in reverse, followed by the Judgment card. Oh man, someone is going to have karma come and slap their freaking face right there. It's just gonna get, they're just gonna get slapped right across the face. Someone here, it's either you, Libra, or whoever this resonates for, someone has sat in their power. They have acknowledged that another person is imbalanced. They've acknowledged that someone here has issues that they have no control over. And I feel like in the center of this whirlwind of like calamity, of lying and just having non-emotional sex, someone is just sitting and like in their power and being viewed as someone who's holding their own. The person who did the heartbreak and I feel like the person who would have intimate encounters, but the second it came to anything moving towards emotions, they would dip. They would dip, but they're turned around as they're running away, trying to see if you'll come after them. It's like, ugh, I hate shit like that. It's so confusing. I get like wanting to be chased, but this is someone who's saying like, don't talk to me, I'm gonna block you. And then wondering like, oh, why haven't I heard from him? Like, you reached out to someone a couple times, they don't respond, and yet they're still wondering like, why haven't you continued to try to reach out to me? Bitch, because you're not responding. I'm on a wheel with like someone equal, and if you're not helping the wheel spin, like, then get off. Get off. This is so bizarre. Someone who's like looking back like, oh, you're gonna chase me? As they've just said, don't fucking chase me. Libra, I think you are, someone here is doing well by keeping their hands busy, like not doing everything in their power to not reach out. They'll do whatever they have to do to not reach out. Nine of Wands reversed. Six of Pentacles. Knight of Swords reversed. Either you or they, Libra, I feel like someone could have started to view the situation a bit differently. Maybe you're starting to see this person a little clearer. Maybe you're realizing like, oh, it was great when it was non-committal, but the second I mentioned, hey, let's start working towards like maybe being together, it's like all of a sudden this guard went up and they kicked you out, or you kicked them out, Libra. I feel like you both aren't dealing with each other. You could be dealing with other people too, but I feel like you're not talking, you're not having anything to do with each other, and it was meant to happen this way. But at the same time, you're both looking back at each other. The person who screwed over the other person is looking back at who they screwed over, and the person who is now guarded because they got hurt is still looking back at the person that did them dirty. So there could be some serious connection here. Wow, the Devil reverse just popped out as I was saying serious connection. This is like obsessively, like an well, it's in reverse, so it's like an obsessive connection. This is gonna sound very weird, but it's like an obsessive connection to keep tabs on each other, because it's like nobody fought with me the way that you fought with me or for me, and nobody loved me the way that you loved me. It's this double-edged sword. Someone really misses the way that they were loved by their person who they're no longer connected with, but at the same time, they really don't like and didn't like being held accountable or dealing with someone who like had their own views or their own opinions. They liked it and like didn't like it at the same time, but I feel like there was a healthy balance of like going toe to toe. And maybe that was the problem. Someone doesn't like being held accountable and having someone toe to toe with them. They'd rather have someone below them that's just gonna agree and say okay and let them do what they want. Let's get our last cards for Libra in this reading. The the Sun reversed. Again, that's Leo energy. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Damn, all I see is like someone trying to like give their heart and like they really genuinely care about the other person, and it's just not being received. And this is something like I would say to anybody. Them hurting you and doing you dirty, Libra, has everything to do with them and the healing that they need to do in their world and their life. There's nothing you could have done differently. There's nothing you could have said differently. Everyone's actions and reactions have to do with themselves. It's very, I think, difficult to understand. It never has anything to do with you. You didn't do anything wrong. You may have triggered someone. You may have upset someone. You may have been the reason why something is happening. But their actions and reactions to what is happening has to do with them and what's going on in their core. You have a great connection with this person. The conversations were strong and powerful. They didn't let you get away with shit, and you didn't let them get away with shit. I don't know if I said the sex was incredible, but the sex was incredible. But when it came to, well, we have A already going and it's led to B, now the logical step is we go to C, which is start dating. It's like this person freezes at that dating phase. And it has nothing to do with you, Libra, or however it resonates, because whether it was you or someone else, they would have done the same freaking shit. Because this has to do with that person and their inability to inability to commit. Maybe they can't commit. They are a polyamorous person. I do feel like they know what they're doing, though. They know what they're doing. When it gets too serious, too emotional, too vulnerable, too accountable, too responsible, too, ooh, this feels like I'm in a relationship. They rescind. They disappear. It's like, did we not even like have a connection? Like, what the just happened? and it has everything to do with that person and what they have going on inside. And a big chunk of it is, I don't think they've ever really loved themselves. They may have always been seeking love, some sort of love, validation from outside themselves, like needing people to like them, needing to feel like what they're doing is right because my mom said it was right, or my religion says it's right. This person does not, I was gonna say, doesn't know how to self-soothe. It's like they don't know how to self-love. And they have a lot of wounds and baggage that, like going back to my wolf analogy, they looked really great from afar. Their sounds beautiful, natural beauty, naturally handsome, beautiful hair, walks with grace, mysterious, dangerous, powerful, dominant. But if you get too close, the wolf isn't gonna go, oh, and like sit down and be like, oh, pet my head, sir. No, the wolf's gonna go into its natural, instinctual mode. This person's instinctual mode is to push away people, to only have casual sex, to not get emotionally involved. And they know better. They know what they're doing. They know better. They do it, and they sickly, like I said, they could hurt you or push you away and then still be waiting to hear, like, when are you gonna hear from them again? You sick bastard. You freaking told me not to reach out. Why would I reach out? And the big of it, going back to like my wolf analogy, this is just this person's nature. At their core, they are a wolf. From afar, they're gonna look good, they're gonna look mysterious, they're gonna look appealing, but up close in their natural response, when you get too close to that wolf is gonna bite and attack and push you away, because it doesn't want anybody close to it. It wants to be alone. It wants to be a lone wolf. Libra, you were my first reading of the day, and that was pretty hefty, it feels. So please let me know if it resonates. If it doesn't, like I said, check out the other signs in your chart, and I will catch you on the flip.